Fred has covered wars in Afghanistan, Iraq, Lebanon, the collapse of the Soviet Union. He's now president and CEO of the Atlantic Council and a CNBC contributor. Fred, thanks. Companies have been fleeing Russia since the invasion. How bad could things get for the Russian people? And is the Kremlin underestimating how bad this could be?
I think it could get much worse. And by the way, it was great to see Steve Leisman. We talked about my Wall Street Journal Europe time. He was in Moscow for us when I was working in Europe. In any case, markets in Moscow have been closed since Monday, and they were already 25% down. We don't know whether they're going to reopen this coming Monday, but heaven knows that things are turning bad in that economy. We've never seen the G7 put an asset freeze on a central bank in the G20, and that's the Russian economy, the 11th largest country in the world. It's measured by its economy. You're seeing also different signs of resistance. An independent television station, TV Rain in Moscow, shut down yesterday. All the workers at the station said no to war, and they played Swan Lake. And Swan Lake has a real meaning in Russia, as it's played at times of political turmoil. It was on the spin reel of 1991 during the coup against Mikhail Gorbachev that brought the end of the Soviet Union. So there's a lot of stress against Putin, but there are two ways he goes down. Either the public rises against him, or insiders say this is just too much pain for us, and they rise against him. And we don't see any sign yet that either one of those is strong enough yet.
Yes, Senator Lindsey Graham called for Putin to be assassinated before softening his view to say he should be jailed instead. Both parties have criticized this as a dangerous idea, but do you think Putin is vulnerable to outside or internal pressure in his country?
Well, you never know about an autocrat until they're gone, but certainly the risks are rising on him. We see four scenarios for the future, and I'll go through them really telegraphically. One of them is a miracle, we call it miracle on the Dnipro, where the Ukrainian resistance holds on, and Putin leaves one way or another, or he backs out one way or another, and the Ukrainians win. The second is a quagmire where perhaps Putin is able to force out the government, but he's so bogged down for so long that the Ukrainians are still there in quite a well-organized and coordinated insurgency. The third is Putin wins, and then you have a new Cold War, a new Iron Curtain, where he's out of the global financial system. He's cut off from all these Western companies. And the fourth, which of course everyone's trying to avoid, is a war between NATO and Russia, but you can't rule it out entirely. If the humanitarian situation grows worse and worse and worse, and we see more and more atrocities, can NATO troops and can the U.S. continue to stay on the sidelines? So this is all up for grabs right now.